Hi and welcome to Spec Hunter. Today we're looking at the Amazfit T-Rex 3, a rugged military-grade GPS sports watch. It's designed to handle over 170 sports, comes with a large, bright AMOLED display, offers long battery life, has voice controls, heart rate tracking, mapping, and plenty of other features. The most surprising part is the price. It costs just $279, and during sales I've seen it drop to around $234. At this price point, it sounds almost too good to be true. But before you rush out to buy it, let's break it down and see. If this watch really lives up to its promises, the design is the first thing that stands out. The T-Rex 3 has an octagonal shape around the display. At first it might seem unusual, but it looks good on the wrist. I've even had people compliment its style. Compared to the T-Rex 2, this one feels a bit bigger and more modern. The display is where the biggest change comes in. It now measures 1.5 inches compared to 1.39 inches before, and it is also twice as bright. With 2000 nits of peak brightness, you can clearly see it even under direct sunlight. That makes a big difference when running or cycling outdoors. The T-Rex 3 also comes with some new features. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, a skin temperature sensor, and even a built-in microphone. The microphone enables voice control and speech-to-text replies, which is really handy when you can't type. It also has a night mode that changes the screen to softer colors like red, green, or orange to reduce strain on the eyes in dark environments. Another upgrade is the watch band. Earlier T-Rex models had non-removable bands, but this time Amazfit has made it possible to swap them out. You get a small tool and adapters in the box to fit any standard 22mm band. That gives you flexibility to use different styles or materials like nylon or leather. Durability has improved as well. The T-Rex 3 is now free diving certified up to 45 meters. The T-Rex Ultra only went down to 30 meters, so this is an upgrade for divers. And Amazfit is adding more smart features too. Zepp Coach gives you training plans that adapt to your progress, while Zepp Flow lets you use voice commands powered by ChatGPT. That means you can ask the watch to change settings or even log reminders without touching the screen. It feels futuristic and very convenient. On the wrist, the T-Rex 3 looks noticeably larger than the T-Rex 2, the Falcon, the Cheetah Pro, or the GTR 4, but I've grown used to it and enjoy the bigger display. It makes reading maps, notifications, and workout stats much easier. Turning it over, you'll find an upgraded heart rate sensor called the BioTracker PPG. It measures heart rate more accurately and also tracks blood oxygen levels. You'll also see a new charging connector, which requires a different charging base. Thankfully, that base comes in the box. Speaking of the box, the packaging is eco-friendly and made from recyclable materials. Inside, you'll find the watch itself, the screwdriver tool, adapters, manual, and the magnetic charging base. The charger uses USB-C, but Amazfit doesn't include a cable, assuming most people already own plenty. The battery inside is huge. At 700 mAh, charging it fully takes around 3 hours. Amazfit claims 27 days of use under light conditions. In real-world use, with heart rate checks every 5 minutes, sleep tracking, notifications, and casual use, it lasts closer to 20 days. That's still very impressive for such a bright and feature-rich watch. If you push it harder, the results change but remain strong. With always-on display enabled, 1-minute heart rate intervals, and daily GPS workouts, you'll still get about 2 weeks. That's excellent compared to most smartwatches. When it comes to GPS battery life, there are multiple modes. In the most accurate multiband mode, it lasts up to 42 hours, enough for ultramarathons. Automatic mode switches between single and multiband to save power. Power save mode uses single band only and stretches battery to around 70 hours. There's also a custom mode where you can balance accuracy and speed. For hiking, there's a special long battery mode that can go up to 114 hours. And if you disable extra sensors, you can push it past 180 hours. GPS accuracy itself is very reliable. I compared it against top watches like the Apple Watch series. 10. Garmin Enduro 2 and Polar Vantage N3 on a narrow trail run. The T-Rex 3 held up well, with distance and tracks almost identical to the others. For daily runs, I'd suggest using the accurate mode since the battery is strong enough to handle. Mapping and navigation are another highlight. You can download offline maps directly through the Zepp app. These maps show roads, trails, elevation, and even ski resorts. The performance is smooth and responsive. Compared to rivals like the Polar Vantage M3 or Coros Pace Pro, the T-Rex 3 actually has more detail, despite being cheaper. However, Garmin still leads here, since its maps are routable and include points of interest. With the T-Rex 3, you need to import routes from the app instead of creating them directly on the watch. Still, the feature works well for outdoor activities. Heart rate tracking is improved, but not perfect. The new sensor is much better than older Amazfit models and often matches chest strap results. But during intense runs, it sometimes picks up cadence instead of actual heart rate. Even so, it's a big step forward. The watch can broadcast heart rate data to treadmills or cycling computers and can measure blood oxygen levels. But it doesn't support ECG, which is becoming more common on higher-end models like Garmin, Apple, or Polar. When you compare the T-Rex 3 to something like the Garmin Fenix 8, the price difference is massive. The Fenix 8 costs around $1,000. It has a slightly smaller 1.4-inch AMOLED display at 1000 nits, compared to the T-Rex 3's larger and brighter screen. Both support diving, offline music, and advanced mapping. But Garmin offers streaming services like Spotify, while Amazfit is limited to MP3 files. Garmin's training and recovery data is also more detailed, breaking workouts into aerobic zones and showing advanced load insights. Garmin also has features like a built-in flashlight, which once you have, becomes something you use daily. Even with these differences, the T-Rex 3 remains an outstanding value. For under $300, you get a durable, military-grade watch with an AMOLED screen, long battery life, offline maps, AI voice controls, and solid fitness tracking. It may not have every advanced feature Garmin offers, but it delivers far more than expected for the price. I don't see it as a Garmin killer, but I do see it as one of the best alternatives if you want a powerful sports without spending $1,000. The balance of features and price is very impressive. So what do you think? Do you already own the T-Rex 3 or maybe another Amazfit watch? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching Spec Hunter. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest reviews. And no matter which watch you use, I hope you keep running, swimming, biking, and enjoying the outdoors.